If you are a video content creator who is looking for a wireless microphone that has a small design nature and less intrusive appearance yet have great audio quality, you should consider this, the Hollyland Lark M1. This is a professional level dual channel wireless microphone with portable charging case and noise cancelling feature. It is priced around 150 USD on Amazon. The microphone kit right here is a plug and play approach with minimal setup and has a wider compatibility towards all kinds of cameras, computers, tablets, and smartphone. And Hollyland also provides us extra cables so we can test that claim. Let's talk about the build quality first. The charging case is a smooth matte finish, one of the smallest in the market, especially for a professional level, and it is basically less than half of an iPhone 13 Pro Max right here. So it's really compact and suitable for travel and does not take a lot of back space. Now, aside from that, the charging port is located on the bottom Type-C. Opening the case is easy with one finger movement. You're greeted with two sets of LED. The front LED shows 25% increment, how much juice is left in the charging case, whereas on the top side right here we are greeted with another set of LEDs. Static shows that each component is fully charged, whereas blinking shows it is charging, because earlier I was using this set for review. A total of 3 videos before I jump into this. Now, aside from that, the overall package of this charging case, including a component, weighs about 126 grams. That is a big deal. It does not take a lot of space. You can put it on your carry-on and you can fly to your next wedding. So let's talk about the receiver. The receiver right here is equally small, and looking at the back right here, here is where you have your main clip where you can put it onto flat surfaces, cloth, or more particularly this clip right here on the back can be mounted directly to your camera hot shoe mount or any cold shoe mount adapter without having the weird accessories to try to mount on your camera or beside your camera. So it's practical right there. On the front is nothing much. You have the Hollyland logo and 2 LED indicators showing that it's paired currently with the 2 transmitters. If one transmitter is turned off, it will only show one LED is connected to it, and the color variance of the LED will show how much juice is left on the transmitters. Green shows it's fully charged. Now on the right side right here we can see the 3.5mm output port as well as the main power button. On the bottom is the metal tabs right here for the case charging, as well as looking at the left side right here, here is the main Type-C charging right here and the multi-purpose button. So a short press will control the volume. In terms of control of the volume, you have low, medium and high, 3 volume adjustments on the fly, and more importantly, long press, you can do it for manual pairing or change the mood into mono mode in case you do not want to record in stereo. The transmitter is the size of my thumb. It's really compact, or maybe because I'm Asian, small in size. The front is the Hollyland logo, LED indicator, and the capsule that is somewhat frontward facing and topward facing right there. Right side is nothing much, it's blunt. On the bottom is where you see the metal tabs for the case charging as well as the Type-C charging port right here. On the left side is where you see the power button and the yellow button, short press for ANC control, as well as long press to help pair back with the receiver in case you lose connection. And this is how the clip looks like. It's compact. Now, in the past, people ask me how does the clip look like with a ruler attached to it in case you want to do like party reviews. This is how it looks like. It does not look like magical wand, but I guess it's doable. Put it on a proper stick and it looks much more magical. Hollyland provides a nice looking compact high carrying pouch with fabric finish. It adds to the premium factor, but more importantly, they put a pulley based zipper where you can open the case in one movement and close in one movement for a speedier opening session right here. I prefer this versus small zippers where you had to fiddle at the corner, straighten up, fiddle at the corner. This one is a better solution. So as we open the case right here, we are greeted with the charging case with all the components in. Next, we have these 2 squishy balls, which is not squishy balls. These are furry windshields for outdoor windy usage. It prevents wind from picking up into your microphone. You just have to align the notches accordingly and you're good to go. As we go back to the charging case right here, we have few cables. The first cable is a Type-C to Type-A charging cable. I wish it was a Type-C to Type-C with a Type-C to Type-A adapter. That would be amazing for future proof, but no worries, I'll just buy another Type-C cable. And we are greeted with 2 more cables and all your manuals. So keep your manuals right here so you and your fellow companions can always know how to use the microphone. So the two cables right here, first we are greeted for your field recorder, portable recorders, as well as your microphone input port and your mirrorless camera, DSLR cameras. This is your 3.5mm cable. Now let's say if you're using a computer or smartphone with headphone combo port, that means a port that supports both headphones and microphone, you may need to use this adapter right here marked in grey. So this is a 4-pole 3.5mm 3-pole. This is for that reason. Now in the event you are using, let's say, lightning products like your iPhone, iPad, or maybe Type-C products like your Android device, your iPad Pro, your Macbook, your Windows-based notebooks and computer, you can always go to Hollyland and get 2 additional adapters right here for your Type-C and Type-A. Right here, it's affordable, it's good to add to your kit. I'm going to show the cables. The first cable right here, like I mentioned, the Type-C 3.5 3-pole ends right here, so you can use the receiver, hook it up to a Type-C compatible device and you're good to go. But let's say you're Apple product like me, Apple fanboy, you can always get the 3-pole and lightning cable right here. This is good where you want to hook it up for your iPhone, like iPhone 13 Pro Max that I'm using. It's good to add your kit. It's very compact in size, it's affordable. Once you have everything right here, you can actually literally future-proof yourself in any filmmaking, from smartphone, tablets, computers, cameras. You're good to go. If bulky bifold wallets is annoying you in terms of taking in and out of your pants, as well as giving you a weird fashion look that you have a bulge out of your pants, you may want to consider something compact and ultra thin, like the Ekster Smart Wallet right here. With a push of a button, you have quick access to all your cards, maybe for speedier payment or carrying government essential IDs. More importantly, everything right here is protected because the wallet is RFID protected. No longer the days where you have to flip up your bifold, pick up the card, tap your card, put back the card, then take the receipt, put back the receipt, close the wallet, put in your pants, and maybe if you're rushed, you had to hold your wallet like this. It looks awkward versus holding something like this. I have the Ekster standard card holder, which holds 6 cards easily in the main holder, while the elastic pocket strap allows you to add more cards or hold some cash. Even better, I suggest getting the optional ultra thin solar powered tracker card, where you can use your smartphone to find your wallet or your wallet to find your smartphone. In a compact, ultra-thin, lightweight, smart wallet by Ekster right here. Visit the link in the video description or the pinned comment and use the code TheBitsTribe for a 25% discount on your next purchase. Individual charging of the case, receiver and the transmitters each takes around under 1.5 hours to do so from empty to full. The good news is, as you're using the receiver and the transmitter, you can actually charge them while in use, though you do need to use proper cables and long cables, power source like your wall chargers, or maybe a portable charging station like here, so you can keep on going. However, you don't need to, because both the receiver and the transmitters each in a single charge is rated to last up to 8 hours. Now you can also use the case right here to continue to charge them, but let's say you are empty out this receiver and transmitter fully. The case right here provides 2 additional rounds of charging for each of them. So effectively, each of them can go up to 24 hours. Again, from my personal test, each device right here without ANC and the volume set to middle can last an average of 7 hours and 30 minutes. This means I can do about 3 video reviews before I need the next round of charging. So 7 hours right here for a single charge is plentiful for me. If you're using the kit outdoor, it has a range of 200 meters line of sight, and if you're bound indoors with some barriers like walls and beams and doors, it has an effective radius of 40 meters. It uses frequency hopping so it can pick the less busy channel and ensure good connectivity. The connectivity is based on digital 2.4 GHz. The M1 adopts the LC3 codec with sampling rates up to 48 kHz with a bit depth of 16 bits. On to the first test. Currently what you're listening to is the iPhone 13 Pro Max with the Moma app set at the highest bit depth and bit rate with the mic gain set to 1. It's a little bit windy, I think you can hear it. Embrace me more, the wind, come on. There's traffic on the right side and also kids on my left side. So testing 1, 2, 3. Pink fluffy unicorn dancing on rainbow, she sells seashells on the seashore. This is how I sound like with just default setting. Next test, let's put the furry on and ANC mode. So on to our second test. Currently is basically very windy. You can see breeze on the sides moving on the greens. So do you hear the wind? So testing 1, 2, 3, pink fluffy unicorn, dancing a rainbow, she sells seashells on a seashore. Let's go into ANC mode. That is toggle into green. Testing 1, 2, 3, pink fluffy unicorn, dancing a rainbow, she sells seashells on a seashore. Ooh, this wind is big. Come on, embrace me, wind. Do you hear the wind? Feel the wind. Let's jump into the Android test. On to the next test. Currently, we have the Samsung S20 connected via USB Type-C using the Filmic Pro app set at the highest sampling rate of 48 kHz with the mic gain set to max. So testing 1, 2, 3. Pink fluffy unicorn dancing on rainbow, she sells seashells on the seashore. This is the default mode. There's some wind breeze, a traffic, a little bit honking right there, kids or dog barking on the background. I can't hear. Now we jump into the furry test. Our next test is basically with the furry on, same Samsung setup, now with more wind. I'm just going to stay silent. Do you hear any wind? Let me know in the comments. But we're going to enable ANC mode because there's traffic on the background. So by toggling this button, there should be green LED. So testing 1, 2, 3, pink fluffy unicorn dancing on rainbow, she sells seashells on a seashore. This is how I sound like in an outdoor environment with, I thought there was a ghost behind me, damn. Well, windy, breezy, noisy. Let me know in the comments, what do you think about this? Let's jump into a proper Sony test. On to the next test. Currently, we're using the Sony a7 Mark III camera with a 55 1.8 Zeiss lens. The in-volume setting is set to 1, however, the Hollyland is set to maximum or high volume gain. So testing 1, 2, 3, pink fluffy unicorn dancing a rainbow, she sells seashells on the seashore. There's a little bit light breeze at the moment. Let's jump into the next test with the furry and the ANC mode. Alright, so testing 1, 2, 3, pink fluffy unicorn dancing on rainbow, she sells seashells on the seashore. This is with the furry bit right here. There's some wind breeze. Embrace me, wind, give me all your pressure. Do you hear it? Okay, now I'm gonna enable ANC mode. Should light up green. So testing 1, 2, 3, pink fluffy unicorn dancing on rainbow, she sells seashells on the seashore. There is some people cleaning garbage, some traffic honking, and some kids on the other side. And birds chirping, thank God. Birds chirp more. Do you hear the sound? Yes! On to our first indoor test. Currently what you're listening to is my typical YouTube setup. This is actually the Hollyland connected to the Sony a7 Mark III. Testing 1, 2, 3, pink fluffy unicorn dancing on rainbow, she sells seashells on the seashore. This is how I would sound like, and this is my daily driver using for YouTube videos. Testing 1, 2, 3, pink fluffy unicorn dancing on rainbow, she sells seashells on the seashore. One thing to note is when I look at the audio meter, the USB connection tends to record a few decibels lower than analog mode. So something to consider right there if you need to use this microphone on your notebook PC or MacBook. Do make sure you control the audio gain, and that will help it to sound better. In this setup, the Hollyland is connected to the iPhone 13 Pro Max using the Lightning adapter cable. Moment app set at the highest bit depth and bit rate. So let's jump into the test. Testing 1, 2, 3, pink fluffy unicorn dancing on rainbow, she sells seashells on the seashore. This is how I sound like if I'm going into vlogging mode with my friends. Since there's two mics, you can have two people vlogging at the same time. This is one setup I would recommend if you're into vlogging or a little bit of travel cinematic, one to consider. On to our last test. Currently what you're listening to is the Hollyland recording directly into the Filmic Pro app on the Samsung S20 Plus right here. So Android ecosystem indoor test right here. So again, Hollyland provides a wide range of cables so you can adapt it to your mirrorless cameras, MacBook, notebook PC, any type of smartphone or other recording device. Hold on, I forgot to do the standard test. Testing 1, 2, 3, pink fluffy unicorn dancing on rainbow, she sells seashells on the seashore. This is how I sound like. Let's go back into the main review. So let's talk about the summary of the Lark M1 right here. Three things to note. First is the battery life on a single charge is very long. Second, the size of its overall package and individual component of the transmitter and receiver. It takes less weight clipping on your shirt so your shirt don't get dragged down. And if you use a lot of gimbal work with a lot of interview 2-person, that's the 2-channel right here, it does not add too much weight to your gimbal when it comes to the receiver part right here. So it's a very good plus point right there. Next thing is the audio quality. Now the audio quality is good for everyday work, YouTube work, lifestyle, vlogging, streaming, you name it. With all the necessary cables, you can be adaptful. And the audio quality, of course, is not like the best or the greatest like Sennheiser that you had to pay many times more. This one works perfectly fine. I've been using this for several of my YouTube videos, around 10 videos right now, so you can check in this video and previous videos, 10 videos. Those are the audio quality. It sounds good. There is not much post-processing to be done aside from bumping up the audio by 6 dB in post-production. And one thing to note is when you are outdoors and you're using the windshield or the furry bit as well as ANC mode, the ANC mode does not clip your audio, mute your audio, and cause any distortion or artifacts in the audio. It removes as much background noise as much as possible. You still hear a little bit of background, but not to a point it muffles you and cause your audio or your vocals to sound a little bit too robotic. So a lot of the wireless microphones in the market right there are facing a lot of clipping, compression, as well as muffling of the audios. I'm very happy that Hollyland does not do that. So it's a big plus point for me when I'm doing outdoor works. So there you have it, the entire review of the Hollyland Lark M1. Comment below what you think about this microphone, but this is definitely my daily driver, sorry for my English, and links to purchase can be found in the video description. Comment below what are the microphones that I should review next, or maybe contact those brands to pass me more microphones so I can do more reviews for you guys. Till then, thanks so much for watching this video, and remember, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next microphone review. Ta-da!